Loading the Copic marker. So today we're going to be using the Copic Airbrush system, not a compressor system, but the actual air cans. The cans come in a D60 and a D80. The D80 has a much longer time, but the D60 is the one that's currently shipping with the head. The newer heads have a nice feature because the marker locks exactly in place so that the marker cannot rotate. The only issue is to make sure that the marker tip is angled with the head like this, and that it's locked in all the way. If it doesn't click, it can rotate. It has to click to be locked in. And this is critical. If you're using or replacing your marker tips, it's really important to note that they need to be the correct length. So it's a good idea to take a picture of a brand new marker in your machine so that you can make sure you know exactly how far out the tip is. But the other thing that you can notice is that if we run a parallel line here, that the tip is just slightly further out than the actual air nozzle, so that the air blows directly over the tip. If we do that and we try it out, we get a nice color. One of the big questions is, where does the color go? People consider Copic marker sets sometimes to be unpredictable, which is really not true. It's just that it's hard to guess where it's coming, because we can see that I'm sort of pointed here and the marker is coming out here. It is possible to use a gauge to help you figure out where the marker is where the color is going to come out. And I do that with a toothpick. And if we tape a toothpick, put the tape on the toothpick first and then put it here, the toothpick will help us show. The toothpick needs to be lined up parallel with the seam here, and the toothpick will show us where the mark is going to be. So if we push down here and we touch the toothpick, we'll see that the mark is just ahead of the toothpick. If we go straight up and down, the circle's very round, and if we go at a slight angle, then the toothpick doesn't see it, but if we move the toothpick out further, we can see that it points directly to where. So this can make it a little easier for you to guide, and depending on the angle. Now, if we have it way out like that and we go this way, the toothpick could potentially, although it doesn't really, affect the ink coming out. So I use this system, make sure that the marker's in correctly, that the distance of the marker head is sticking out, and that I use a toothpick to help give me an idea of where the ink is going to go.